Good afternoon, children. Lovely to see you here again for our singing today. So we're going to start today with a warm-up like we always do. We're going to try the songs that we did last week. We did the Grand Old Duke of York. I'm going to make it a bit trickier for you this week though. 1, 1, 2, 1. Again, we're going to make it a bit harder for you this week, give you a bit more of a challenge. And then we're going to sing through the songs that we learnt last week. We did Cockles and Mussels, about Molly Malone in Dublin's Fair City, and Senwa de Dende. Hopefully we'll just be able to sing through that one easily. And then I'm going to teach you a new song today, which you may or may not know, which is called Michael Finnegan. And then hopefully at the end, if we have enough time, we'll start a new one called Como la Vista. So that's the plan for this afternoon. So let's begin, and we're going to start with our warm-up. So bring your shoulders up and round, nice and slowly move around. So you push your shoulders forwards, then up towards your ears, and then back round again. Okay, good. Really just iron out all the stresses and all the tension from your neck and your shoulders so that we can sing well together today. Good. Okay, link your fingers. Have a stretch forwards, take a deep breath, and a big yawn. Fantastic. Okay, so chilly day today. We're going to do the brrr with our mouths, going to roll the lips, and if you can make the sound go up and down, then great. Let's try it together. So sit nice and tall, shoulders back, good posture. If you're standing, even better. Here we go, deep breath. Great, okay. Now the same thing we're going to do with our tongues. I'm going to see if we can make the sound really go high and low as we sing, as we do our warm-up, I mean. So here we go, take a deep breath. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to do a zh sound now. And what I'd like to do is see if you can push all the sound out, like you're squeezing all the air out of a balloon. And then push it really hard and see if you can get rid of all your air as fast as you possibly can. Okay, so take a deep breath. I'm going to do zh till it's all gone. Okay, let's try it together. Here we go, deep breath. Zh. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing now with a sh sound. So we're going to really push. Use your tummy muscles. We're going to push that air like we're squeezing really hard. Okay, take a deep breath so you've got plenty of air to squeeze out. Here we go. Great. And the last one, we're going to do a hissing sound like a snake. Same thing, really push hard. This is a bit harder because it's a smaller sound, a smaller space to push the sound out of. So take a deep breath. Very good. Okay, sit up nice and tall. And we're going to do, I'm going to do it first and you're going to copy. We're going to do some ha-ha, hoo-hoos and hee-hees. And listen carefully to the sound and see if you can match it with mine when we go up high and when we go down low. Here we go. Ha-ha-ha! Hoo-hoo-hoo! Hee-hee-hee! Well done, well done. Okay, so let's begin with 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm hoping if you saw last week's session, you'll know how to do this one. So this was based on a scale, 8 notes. Each note has a number, 1 at the bottom, 8 at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we do our 1, 1, 2, 1. So we add a number each time. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's 1, 1, 2, 1. I'm hoping you remember that one from last week. Let's try it together now. Really make your words as precise as you can. And think really hard when you get to the 6 and the 7. Those are the tricky ones for turning back round again and going backwards. So think in your head which number you're aiming for and then where you're going to come back again. Okay, so words very clear and think of the number before you start. Off we go. 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. How did you manage that? Did you get on all right? Is that pretty good? Okay, so this time it's going to be a bit trickier. So instead of singing the number 4, you're going to clap instead. So don't sing number 4. You've got to just clap instead. So no singing, okay? So you've got to sing all the other numbers around it, but just not 4. Okay, we'll do it slowly to begin with together, okay? Think about when we get to number 5, that's hard. 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, did you manage that? It's quite tricky, isn't it? Okay, so let's try again. This time I'm not going to clap. It's too tricky to clap and play the piano at the same time. So I want you to see if you can do it, but I will leave the space, so I won't play the piano at that moment. So when you hear it all stop, that's when you clap and don't sing 4. Okay, let's try, okay? Think hard. 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, how did you get on? It's quite tricky, isn't it? It's harder without someone to follow as well. So well done if you had a really good go. And well done if you kept going till the end. That's the main thing. Okay, so let's have a go at Grand Old Duke of York. If you sang with us last week, you will remember that we sang the Grand Old Duke of York with claps instead of the word up and stamps instead of the word down. So let's try it. So it'll go, oh, the Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them to the top of the hill and he marched them again. And when they were, and when they were, and when they were only halfway, they were neither nor. Okay, see if you can remember. Okay, I'm up to you this time. Okay, I can't clap very well and play the piano and stamp, so over to you. Let's try. Ready? Oh, the Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them to the top of the hill and he marched them again. And when they were, and when they were, and when they were only halfway, they were neither nor. Excellent. Well done, everybody. Okay, if you fancy being a bit more ambitious this time round, we will try it with, I can't show you here, there's not enough space, but when we get to the word up, you can do a jump in the air. And when you get to the word down, you can do like a police knee bend. Okay, so you can try that. So up and down. Okay, here we go. So don't sing the word up, do a jump in the air instead. Don't sing the word down, do a knee bend instead. Okay, here we go. Oh, the grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them to the top of the hill and he marched them again. And when they were, and when they were, and when they were only halfway, they were neither nor. Good, well done. That's quite tricky, isn't it? Okay, so let's see if we can remember our song Senwa de Dende from last week. So that was all the words, if you remember. Senwa de Dende. That was it. And we sing 2 phrases the same. Senwa de Dende, Senwa. Senwa de Dende, Senwa. And then we do the big jump up the octave, if you remember. Senwa. Senwa de Dende, Senwa de Dende, Senwa de Dende, Senwa. Let's try it all together. Here we go. Senwa de Dende, Senwa. Senwa de Dende, Senwa. Senwa de Dende, Senwa de Dende, Senwa de Dende, Senwa. Senwa de Dende, Senwa. Senwa de Dende, Senwa. Senwa de Dende, Senwa de Dende, Senwa de Dende, Senwa. Okay, well done. Now, if you've got someone at home who's been singing this with you, you could try and be really clever and sing it as a round. And you can do it as a round in either place. So you can do it in Senwa de Dende, and then the next person starts Senwa de Dende, Senwa, like that. Or you can do it really fast. Senwa de Dende, Senwa de Senwa. So you can try and do that at home with someone in your family, and see if you can sing it as a round if you're feeling very clever. Okay, so let's see if you can remember the song that we sang last week. And if you remember, it has a special name. It's a name for a song that tells a story, and it's called a ballad. And this ballad was about a girl called Molly Malone who lived in Dublin in Ireland. And she was a fishmonger. She sold fish on the streets of Dublin. And she had a wheelbarrow that she wheeled around from street to street, and she used to call cockles and mussels alive, alive-o. So let's see if you can remember it with me. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels alive, alive-o, alive, alive-o, alive, alive-o, crying cockles and mussels alive, alive-o. So when you're singing, particularly that line about the streets broad and narrow, you've got a lot of hard sounds in there. Street, you have that sound. Broad with a D on the end, and with a D on the end. So you have to be very careful to put all those sounds in without making them sound too heavy, but we still want to hear them. So that second line, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, broad and narrow. Okay, so be careful to put in those D and T sounds in as you sing. Okay, so the second verse is about her being a fishmonger. She was a fishmonger, and sure, it was no wonder. That means it was no surprise, for so were her mother and father before. So everyone in her family's done that. So it was no surprise that she was going to be a fishmonger as well. Okay, let's try it. She was a fishmonger, and sure it was no wonder, for so were her mother and father before. And they each remember, this is the sad bit of the story, and it finishes the whole thing off. She died of a fever, and no one could save her. And that was the end of Sweet Molly Malone. And can you remember now who wheels her barrow through the streets? So her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and muckles. So maybe if you went to Dublin and you wandered the streets, you might see her ghost pushing the wheelbarrow selling fish. That's the story anyway. Okay, ready? So she died of a fever. And we usually sing this one a bit slower to show that it's sad, because that's what music does. It can express the emotion of the song as well, okay? She died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of Sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Well done, well done. Next week we'll try and sing the whole song from start to finish without stopping, without me explaining anything in the middle. So, we're going to try a new song today. Some of you might know this one. It's a very famous old song called Michael Finnegan. And even if you do know this song, you might not know the second and third verses, which are quite nonsense. So, the whole song is a nonsense song. So this goes like this. There was an old man called Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind came out and blew them in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, begin again. Okay, so if you don't know this one, let's do it a little bit slower. So there was an old man called Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind came out and blew them in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, begin again, because we're going to start a new verse. Okay, let's try slowly. Ready? So it goes. There was an old man called Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind came out and blew them in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, begin again. Okay, so the next verse goes like this. There was an old man called Michael Finnegan. He went fishing with a pinnagon. Caught a fish, then dropped it in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, begin again. Okay, so the next verse. There was an old man called Michael Finnegan. He grew fat and then grew thin again. Then he died and had to begin again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, stop. And the last verse we do a stop instead, because we're not going to begin again, because that's the end after he's died. Okay, so let's try slowly from the beginning, okay? There was an old man called Michael Finnegan. He grew whiskers on his chin again. The wind came out and blew them in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, begin again. Good, well done. So now the next one is about he went fishing with a pinnagon. There was an old man called Michael Finnegan. He went fishing with a pinnagon. Caught a fish, then dropped it in again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, begin again. Okay, so the last verse. Was an old man called Michael Finnegan. He grew fat and then grew thin again. Okay. There was an old man called Michael Finnegan. He grew fat and then grew thin again. Then he died and had to begin again. Poor old Michael Finnegan, stop. Okay, well done. We'll do a bit more on that one next week when we have our singing session. Before we go today, I just want to sing you through one time the new song that we're going to do next week as well, called Come la Vista. It's an echo song, so you can try straight away to echo the lines. So I'm going to sing it first, the first line, and then you echo it. I sing the second line, you echo it. Third line, fourth line, and that's the whole song. Okay, it doesn't sound tricky when I put it like that. It's just 4 lines long and all you have to do is echo it, but the words are tricky. Fine to start with, the fourth line's really hard. Okay, here we go. Give it a go. See if you can do it first time round. Okay. Chance to do it the second time through. Now you've heard it. Here we go. Come la vista. Ah, na 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 la vista. Eeny meeny dessa meeny ooh ah oh ah la meeny. Peep dilly open dopen bada skip. Okay, so next week we'll have a really good go at that and put it all together. Thanks for singing today. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you can just click on subscribe, then hopefully you'll get an update when there's a new video next week ready to be listened to and for you to come along and sing with me next time. So have a lovely week. Thanks for joining me today and see you soon.